re-legalization of the #1 plant resource on Earth.
Okay, great.
This is a copy of the Declaration of Independence here, printed on hemp paper as it was then. Only the originals, the ones that stayed in the...
Now, the original is on parchment. I mean, the original...
All the copies that were actually signed were on hemp paper.
Right.
They made them on parchment for preserving them.
Now, the stiffness of this paper, that's what I think this is parchment, but that's real heavy hemp paper.
This is real hemp paper from Northern California. This was made out of the illegal marijuana crop.
Richard, a few years ago I told somebody that the Constitution was printed on hemp paper. They made a silly joke, something to the effect, well, don't tell the hippies, they'll try to roll it up and smoke it. Yeah, but tell us the truth about that. What is compared to the hemp products and the flower itself?
None of this stuff will get you high. This is just a stalk of the hemp plant. Marijuana is the flowers, and we can... Okay, this is a real important aspect of what I'm talking about here. This is wood from the hemp plant. This is after the fiber has been removed from the outside of the plant.
Well, it looks like firewood. I go home
these sticks are 77% cellulose, and anything that can be made from fossil fuels, oil, coal, and natural gas, can be made from this wood. It's a carbon source. This is the fiber things. Now, these building materials are one thing people don't think of, but pressed board you can make out of hemp.
Well,
you can build houses out of it, and you can... It's very light, could be shipped around. Of course, here's the raw fiber. We have fiber from Spain, France, Russia, China, so on. And again, some yarn that's very, very soft.
That's what they opened Hemp for Victory with, like the yarn hanging down, don't they? They pull it aside.
Okay, and then we have tennis shoes and all these clothes made out of hemp.
Tennis shoes!
Yeah, hemp tennis shoes. So okay, here's another thing, of course,
this is strong.
The plastics. All the plastics could be made out of hemp. It's a carbon source, just like fossil fuels.
Right.
This is a schematic of some of the things that hemp was grown during the war. It was made into many things. It can be made into... The seed and the stalk are used. The seed is a source of protein and oil. The stalk are a source of fiber and herds. And those things are in industries, and the industries are many. Food industries, health industry, paint and varnish industry, biofuels and building materials. We're going to all see some of this, but let me just go
now,
through
that
this.
schematic deals with all aspects of it, or more just the oil aspect?
Textiles, paper pulp industry, and chemical feedstocks.
Today, most of these products are not being produced by renewable resources.
Absolutely
is that the problem?
Not. Most of these things now come from cotton, which has a lot of problems environmentally. Paper pulp industry, which is trees, the chemical and biofuels from fossil fuels. So you can see some of the industries. According to the health industry, this hemp rope comes from Denmark, one of the only places that makes good hemp. Saline quality hemp.
Now, with this rope, you don't have the trouble with it being all barred and real rough like some
No, you can grab hold of it and run your hand down here. It's soft.
That's
of course, hemp is the strongest and the softest fiber.
Now the famous...
So we have a lot of the history here. This is an 1830 Bible that's made out of recycled ropes and sails. This is what they made paper out of.
1830 this was made?
People turned their clothes in, turned the sails and ropes in, and they pulped them up and made fiber paper out of them, the same kind of paper the Constitution was written.
Now, this book was printed in 1830?
Yes.
But look, the paper is just...
Yes, and it was in San Francisco, even so it's water spotted a little bit, but...
How come it's not yellow?
There's hardly a torn page in there.
Yeah.
The car was a 1940 Ford, I believe, and came out in 1941. This particular car was made out of hemp plastic. Henry Ford had a cracking plant at his house in Stone Mountain, Michigan.
Can you get a close-up on this car here? Right there.
The body was
molded plastics. There were other fibers besides hemp, but the plastic was made of hemp fibers and was 10 times stronger than steel on impact. 1,000 pounds lighter than any other car of its day, so they could have saved billions of gallons of fuel.
Was it designed to run off methanol also?
Yeah, it was designed to run on methanol, and Henry Ford had a cracking plant at his house in Stone Mountain, Michigan, so that this car was very important. And this technology is available to us today to Okay, right here we have a rug. This is a small rug, but you can feel the carpet here, how thick and soft
Wow,
it is.
that is nice.
Again, hemp is the softest fiber as well as being the strongest.
Now, I understand.
This is 100% hemp, the backing and everything, so there's no synthetics in this rug at all.
Now,
And their use as energy, because this is one of the big things. Hemp can get us off of fossil fuels. We can really produce all our energy. Wood, this is the wood. We make wood alcohol out of it. And this car right here today off the showroom floor can run on methanol or any mix of methanol, alcohol, or gasoline.
Is it just about the best producer for methanol there is?
Hemp is the
hemp
number
plant?
one producer for fuel. It's the fastest growing plant for biomass fuels, would be the number one fuel. It's renewable. It's sustainable over hundreds of years. We could use this and stop the nuclear madness we have.